Oven baked clay? What are you going to do with that? You know, I like to make stuff. I have little figurines and things like that, ornaments or whatever. And I thought I would try. Let's see if it works. Hello. Strawberry lemonade. I had some lemon juice from last year. The neighbor's tree dropped some lemons and I saved the juice. So it's been in the freezer. So I unfroze it, I thawed it. And I put some frozen strawberries and mixed it in my little food processor. Added a little bit of sugar, and now I have strawberry lemonade. For these last bits of real hot weather, might come in handy. It's a little on the sour side, but that's okay. Guess what broke? Yeah. For those of you who are gagging and going, oh, I cleaned it, washed it, sterilized it, whatever, disinfected it. And I wiped down the toilet too. Basically, the little parts that connect to the bolts that go through the holes in the bowl part came apart. And I don't know if I can put them back together or what. It's a very low toilet, and it's a round bowl toilet. It's really hard for an old, big person to use. I told Brian today I was thinking of buying a taller toilet. A taller toilet. They have ADA approved, which I guess is American with Disability Act, or I don't know what it stands for, I think. In other words, instead of 14.5 inches from the floor, it's 15.5 to 16 inches off the floor. I wish it was a little higher, but they do have one that's 20 inches off the floor, but it's $555 for the toilet. I don't have that kind of money. But a little bit higher will help, and an elongated bowl will help. You don't have to scooch around from front to back or anything like that. And the stains that are in the toilet right now are caused by people trying to clean it really hard with a brush and the metal scratches it, or they try with a scouring pad or something. Basically, when you have stains like lines down in your toilet and stuff, it is just dirt, bacteria, whatever that grows in the cracks that you have scratched on there. So if you have a brand new toilet, you're going to have to try to figure out, ways to keep it clean without using scrubby things. A lot of hard scrubby things. Oh, that'll be nice. And somewhere on neighbor.com, I get like little notices that they have on the email all the time. And it's usually like, see, I caught this on my Ring camera. There's ding-dong ditchers going around this neighborhood or that, with kids ring the doorbell and run away. And my steering wheel was stolen, and they show, like on their Ring camera, somebody walking in the street looking like they're holding a steering wheel or something. And then they showed a close-up picture of their steering wheel. It's a POS. It's a piece of shit. Who'd want to steal that? It'd have to be another teenager that knew, she wanted to mess with the person. That's what my guess is. No decent human being, a grown-up adult's gonna want a piece of shit. You can find a piece of shit anywhere. I mean, abandoned cars along the road have better steering wheels. Anyway, be that as may. Let's see, I touched upon, I built those teeth with that clay. I might do some more stuff like that. And in the mail, I had ordered from Amazon. It's a battery operated, you charge it and it runs. This is a little, like a Dremel tool. Where is it? It comes with a little case and tools. Pretty cool. I was making some Dalo horses for Christmas last year and doing it all by hand, and it was taking so long. I think with this little hand tool it won't take so long to finish them. I like working with wood and stuff anyway. Anyway, let's see. Okay, I covered that. Friday morning, I'm going to take the jar of pickled ham to George's Market, buy some rye bread. I don't know what they'll think of it. I asked if they would like to try it. They said yes, so. And then I'm going to Dollar General to buy some Tylenol, cheaper than other places, and a box of hair dye for when this grows out. And then at 11 o'clock I get a flu shot and an Omicron variant booster COVID thing shot at 11 o'clock tomorrow at Walgreens. Brian said earlier today he got a flu shot yesterday, and he said, I urge you to get a flu shot, Mom. It's real important. I said, I have plans to do it tomorrow. Oh. He says, I was going to tell you to try to choose a day where you don't have to watch the baby the next day because you're going to feel crappy the day after. And I said, yeah, I chose Friday. So, and Brian was chosen, well, he got a card in the mail to be a juror for the Riverside County. It's a huge county. We're in the very northeast edge of that county. And the county seat part of the county is in the far southwest. So he had to go to a place only 8 miles down the road from here. Otherwise, if he had to go to the other side of the county, it'd be a 45-minute drive one way just to get there. Maybe even longer. So he lucked out in that respect. He said he stood in line with 140 other people, and I said, well, were they men, women, white, black, what? And he goes, I don't know. I was just there. I don't know. He was probably playing video games on his phone. But that's okay. He said 45 minutes later, they passed through all this security, pat down and asking him, if you have any weapons or breathing apparatus or whatever. And then they go in and sit down in another room for about an hour. And I don't really know what went on. They were told that they had an hour for lunch at 12:30. And see you at 1:30. So he came home. It was close enough. He came home and he made himself a frozen pizza. And played with the baby a little bit. Then he left. And he wasn't there too much longer in the day. Probably a couple hours, maybe. This case is going to go on for 6 days. Today was day number 1. And you don't get paid for it. Day number 1. I don't know about the rest. I don't know how the pay thing goes. But he'll work Friday. No. Yeah, he'll work tomorrow. He'll work Saturday. He's off Sunday. He's off. He'll be doing the jury thing next week when he's supposed to be at work. I think work has to let you do, if they choose you, you have to be excused from work. I think that's how it goes. It is in some states. And it's from 8 to 4. And you're on your own for lunch, which he's close enough, he's lucky. But if you had to go to the other side of the county, you'd have to take your lunch with you or be able to afford lunch every day. What a pain in the butt. I'd have to take a cooler with lunch in it and then probably nap in the car if it were me. But anyway, I said, did they tell you anything like how serious this case is or anything? He said it's an alleged sexual assault case. Oh, I said, did they ask you a whole bunch of questions and stuff? Like a questionnaire? Because my mom, when she was a jury person, she had to answer all kinds of questions that pertain to some kind of subject matter. You know, they ask you if you're a nurse or a doctor, or if you're a professional, this or it depends on what the case is. If it's like let's say a disreputable contractor, they ask you when you're going in if you're a contractor or a builder or whatever, you know. I don't know if they want knowledgeable people or they don't want, they just want ears to listen and minds to figure it out. I don't know. But anyway, he's going to be busy. And then he will work a week from Saturday. He'll be off Sunday. And he'll work Monday, Monday. I don't know. The 13th, his friend comes in from St. Louis with his wife and 2 girls. They are going to stay at Disneyland in a hotel. Brian paid for all of it. I think he feels guilty. He feels bad for Steve that, Steve isn't doing splendidly. He's doing okay. I'm not keen on his wife. That wife. Mm-mm. And the 2 little girls, God help them if she raises them to be like her. Oh my God, poor Steve. And they have a girl dog too. Steve's outnumbered. Oh no. Anyway. What else is there to say? Made strawberry lemonade. Gotta make some more food for like next week and all. I don't know what to make. Things on my wish list. A new elongated taller toilet. A new couch. This thing's a sectional. If you sit down in the wrong place, it separates and you fall. Air conditioner for next year. I probably won't use it a whole lot. It's just that when it gets hot, it's miserable. I'm pretty frugal. So they're lucky in that respect. I'm not just a lazy waster. And then maybe some kind of a wall unit, shelves and thing for the TV. I don't need that. It just would be nice. Oh, golly, golly, golly. What else is there? I need to finish that painting. I need to do this. I need to do that. I put the closet door on, though. That is on. I did download some music on my phone. Need to do some more of that. Need to figure out stuff. Need to go through all my email and whittle it down and study up on the candidates. I have a month to do that. Crap, there's commercials for these people already, They start out, so-and-so did this, and they're mudslinging already. My God. A little early for mudslinging. That's like a last-ditch effort. Unless this guy's going to start with that, go elsewhere, and then come back to that closer to the election. A new way of electioning, I guess? I don't know. Going to make the little box for my tongue drum. Baby played tongue drum today. Over there with the mallets. He keeps putting them in his mouth. I said, if you keep putting them in your mouth, I'm taking them away. I had to take them away. But I pulled up some music on the phone to show him what it sounds like. And someone was using the mallets, and he grabbed the mallets and he wanted to do just that. He watched intently and he was trying to match the notes. My God, he just turned 1. We're in trouble. Oh my God. Won't be too long, another month, and we get to change the clocks back and have an extra hour of sleep. It'll be darker sooner and all that good stuff. Oh, kitty cat's up there on the top. I need to, it's only 8 o'clock. I need to get through a lot of stuff on the computer, sort things out. Saturday, I have arranged to go look at some cars, and it's in the area near Trader Joe's, so 2 birds with 1 stone, they say. So I'll hit both of those places, because gas has gone up $2. Brian said it's almost $7 a gallon. Fuck. Jeez. One of the cars I'm going to look at is a Prius, because it has an engine and it has electronic parts that it's like the old Model Ts and Model As and stuff, where the more you drive, it charges up through the alternator, it charges the battery up and stuff. Well, this works on the same principle. You get 40 miles to the gallon, quote unquote, whatever. 40 city, 44 highway, something like that. Not bad. The car I drive now gets 15, 16 miles to the gallon. Just because it's a big luxury car. And it's one of those things, you know, you gotta have it to show off. My mom had to have it. She never drove it because she had some kind of nerve problem. She couldn't walk or anything, so the car sat in the driveway until my brother used to haul the neighbors to their doctors back and forth. He must have run over something, because I had the water pump replaced, and I don't know, I don't want something too old, because then you got all these problems that pop up on it. Then there's a Subaru that's only 2 years old, and it has really little mileage. Makes one wonder. I mean, maybe it was a dealer's car or something that he drove home. Who knows? It sounds promising. It's real expensive, and now is not the time to buy, because things are so expensive. If for some reason the prices would drop a little, that's when you swoop in. But looking at stuff is a good idea. And maybe if I like the people there and I don't feel like they're trying to take me, I could build a rapport with them, so when buying a car does become feasible, then that's where I'll go. They have used cars that are not Toyotas, but like the Subaru, it's loaded, as they say. I don't know. Low mileage and loaded, what's wrong? Did the person die driving it with a heart attack or something, or die in the driveway, or what? I don't know. I'll smudge the car with sage to get rid of the bad crap. But it's time. Toilet time. This, that time, every time. All the time. My time is your time. Your time is my time. And my time to say upward and onward. Anyhow. Mm-hmm.